Like I said, I still need to do a reread of this because I do not remember some of these characters. I literally made a character list and it's like a wishy-washy character list. It may have some spoilers, this is like Fourth Wing spoilers, but it was like a really quick character list because Fourth Wing does not have a character list and it absolutely needs a character list for the amount of characters that it has. So like some of the stuff that I put in my character list is kind of unhinged. There are nicknames, there are certain things that I put that like kind of remind me of like different video games. So like some of the terminology, it'll be from like Breath of the Wild because that's just how my brain works. So let's get started. So Violet, main character nicknames. V, violence, silver, and brunette hair, unknown disability, because I was like, okay, she has some kind of disability. This is when I first started reading it. So I was just writing stuff down. Scribe turned writer. So I was like, okay, so she used to be in the writer's quadrant, and now she has to be a writer. So I was like, oh, that's kind of like funny, like play on words. Silent badass. Power number two, and this is kind of a spoiler, so I'm sorry. Stop time slash stasis, and stasis is from Breath of the Wild. Lilith, Stormgale, control storms, mother, and general to Violet. So like when I was making my Fourth Wing contact a while back, I was like, her mom really like caused the storm on the parapet just so that because she didn't like her daughter. Let's be honest, she did not like her daughter. Mira, Violet's sister, shield powers, protect and create bubble around her squad. I'm like, I don't remember that at all. Then you have Brennan, the writer of the Black Dragon. He dead. Uh, no spoilers here. Violet's brother slash mender slash siphoner. I still need to read the second book. Riddick, smartass, class clown, defense V, ice wielder. I don't know if that's true. I don't remember. I need to do a reread. Rhiannon, supporting character, Violet's friend, summoner. Zayden, enemy's son. His father was killed by Violet's mother. His father killed Violet's brother. Enemies to lovers. Shadow manipulation. I put enemies to lovers question mark because I was like, this doesn't feel like enemies to lovers. This just feels like they're they're gonna be together. He doesn't even feel like a bad guy. Dane, hot best friend. This was before. This was before he started talking. I was like, oh, he's so protective of her. And then he started touching Violet. And I was like, no, please stop. Shames V discourages her from going to Dragon Rider College. And I was like, Dane is just not it. So then people saying that he has a redemption story, I'm like, I just hated him so much in that first one. Sawyer, boy teaching Violet to fight. Metal malleability. Aurelie, she beats up Riddick. Badass, sassy. Do not remember this character. Luke, sassy like Aurelie, bitchy, joins into hate on V. She thinks V is sleeping with Dane for preferential treatment. Girl? I don't, I put gender because I was like, Luca sounds like a boy name, but then I don't know. Gender is a construct. Jack Barlow think careers from the Hunger Games, the annoying character that was morally gray and divergent. You remember that guy from Divergent that was like morally gray, where he would work with the good guys and then he would work with the bad guys, and everybody would just apologize to him because he was just doing what he needed to do to survive. Yeah, that's who he reminds me of. Or just any generic bad guy boy. Tynan? Teen, I'm not sure how to say that name. I need pronunciation guide too for this book. Guy loses to Rhiannon, blue black hair, tells V she is sleeping with Dane, Jack Barlow crew. So then let's get to Imogen. Imogen, pink hair, second year, fights Violet's. Violet's mother killed her family, break V's arm. No spoilers here. Liam, bodyguard for V after threshing. Ultra Vision 2020. Vision is his superpower. This was more a joke because he's supposed to be able to see far away. And I'm just like, bro, that is a superpower, but at the same time, it's funny. It's so funny. And this is why I thought Fourth Wing was so funny because, like, is this a joke? Is this a joke or is this an actual superpower? I mean, having 2020 vision can be debatably a superpower. Taryn and Andarna. I did not pronounce that correctly. I know I didn't pronounce that correctly. I need to look at the pronunciation guides. Because as soon as I do my reread, I'm going to be looking at the pronunciation guides from that TikToker that said that Rebecca Yarros needed to like have a pronunciation guide or have the pronunciations correct in the audiobook, which I agree, because how are you going to have one side of the fandom saying things incorrectly and then the other side of the fandom saying things all sorts of wild just based on off of like how letters are supposed to be pronounced, and then like one side of the fandom saying things pronounced correctly because they're from the actual culture. Like this just did not make sense to me. So Jaren and Darna, Dragons V bonds with, and Darna is gold. Terran is black. And then like I think in a different version of this that I deleted like a few days ago, I put like Terran is like grumpy old man, cutesy dragon. That's like I'm not protecting her, but I really am. Pryor, shy and quiet cadet. Winifred, healer. Nolan, mender. Helen, assistant to healer. Professor Davry, I'm not sure. Teaches class they learn every day. Professor Emetrio, hand-to-hand combat training. Professor Markham, Scribe helps with battle room class. Professor Carr, Signet trainer. Cadet goes to him once their peers show up. Gives Snape vibes. So yeah, this was my character list, and I I don't remember these people. This is why I need a character. I remember Liam. I remember Imogen. I remember Zayden. I remember Violet. I remember Lilith, because I did not like Lilith. I did not like Dane. I loved V's sister, even though like if you were to ask me on a pop quiz, what's her name? I'd be like, I don't fucking know.